Vincent Garando is a professional bodybuilder and personal trainer, and he's famous for controversially stating that eating 3 dozen eggs a day has a similar effect on your body to doing a mild steroid cycle, specifically the steroid Dianabol. So does this claim have any merit? Does eating 36 eggs a day actually have a similar effect on your body to a mild steroid cycle, or was this just some lie to boost publicity? Today I'm going to be trying to answer just that question. So I guess the best place to start with this is to, wait a minute, I think my hair's kind of fucked up. I'm just going to throw this on. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't bad and I'm just doing this for no reason. I'm not sure. I can't actually see myself. Anyway, so the best place to start out, in my opinion, is to just ask, what's the basis for this claim? Like, where did he kind of get the idea that eating a lot of eggs would be similar to doing steroids? Well, it turns out that after you eat a couple of eggs, the testosterone levels in your body will actually increase. And there was a study done on this topic that supports this claim. The study involved 30 resistance-trained men that were assigned to 2 groups. In one group, after every single workout, the group of men would eat 6 egg whites, and in the other group, after a workout, the group would eat 3 egg yolks. What they found after they did the study was that the group that ate just the egg yolks actually had an increase in muscle mass and decrease in body fat percentage and increased testosterone. So it seems like it's not the egg itself, but more so the egg yolk. And this honestly isn't much of a surprise, because as most people know, the egg yolk is one of the most nutritious, things in existence. But the reason it's thought specifically that it increases testosterone is because it supplies the body with arachnid acid. Alright, that's close enough. I'll put it on screen so you know what I'm talking about. Which helps with the production of testosterone. It's also speculated that the egg yolk increases mTOR, which is known for increasing your muscle growth. And this is actually well documented too. In 1975, 8 burn victims were put on a regimen of 35 eggs a day, and because of the positive results, the author of the study says that he's still doing this for burn victims to this day. This is because there were no negative responses to it, and since it's easy to eat a lot of eggs, if you drink them, and also they're extremely high in calories, so it was very easy to get those calories in. Because, a burn victim needs to restore a lot of tissue, so they have much higher caloric needs than the average person. And then lastly, just to add on to this, the egg yolk actually contains a lot more nutrition than the egg whites. I briefly talked about this earlier. But yeah, people love to demonize the egg yolk for its high cholesterol content, but the reality is for most people, high cholesterol content doesn't really matter because there's so much more good stuff in the egg yolk that it kind of balances out. So is this claim true? Does eating 35 eggs a day actually have a similar effect on your body to a mild steroid cycle? While eating 36 eggs will give you 750 milligrams of whatever that says, which is the precursor to testosterone, Dianabol gives you a synthetic form of testosterone. So nowadays, the answer to this question is absolutely not. Bodybuilders nowadays are pumped up on so much gear that there's actually nothing you could eat, or literally anything you can do to get anywhere near there. All you have to do to prove this is to go and look back at the golden age of bodybuilding compared to now. Back then, they were a lot smaller and a lot less lean, and that's, there's actually a lot of reasons for that, but from what I've found, a lot of it is because their steroid cycles were a lot less crazy. Nowadays, people don't seem to care about their own lives. They just want to get as big as possible. The reason I say this is because Vincent began bodybuilding when he was 23, and that was in 1940. So during the time he was talking about, I don't doubt that eating a shit ton of eggs had a similar effect to a mild steroid cycle back then. Because nowadays, a heavy steroid cycle back then would be the equivalent to a very mild one nowadays. So a mild version of a mild steroid cycle, yeah, I don't doubt it, because eggs have been shown to increase your testosterone. So yeah, it turns out he was right. After all, look at this dude. Like, why would you ever even doubt him? I don't know why I did. He definitely knew what he was talking about.